Hey YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to another Blender tutorial from your boy Hunter. Today I'm gonna be continuing on with the God of War Kratos style animations for you guys. I see most of you guys actually watched this, so I'm gonna continue with this. I did a little bit of research on, animations and how the launch cycle is supposed to work. I'm gonna give you a link in the description for this. You get a straight leg, down, push, up, and straight leg. So makes basically a few frames. So they actually show you a lot about animating, how animations work. And they've got a few videos that explain these at the very top, so I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to go ahead and check these guys out. So there you go. I want to be an animator. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do this. So as you can see, I already got him posed with his first running animation pose. And I also did something with the kilt as well. I actually have bones on this, and I still need to line this up a little bit. So the shape keys got a little buggy for me, so I actually decided just to do it something like this, and it actually works pretty nice. It really does look, it actually makes it look a lot better and feel a lot better. What I had to do is, to get the parenting correct, I had to unparent this from the body before I actually, joined it up, but other than that, it works pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you this real quickly. Let me just go to another frame, otherwise it's gonna... So that's how it looks. Hide my legs and my body. So that's basically how it looks. And I could have given these rotation constraints, but I was too lazy. So again, I'm gonna have to hide these because these are actually useless bones. I'll just move them to a different frame, well, different layer. So move this to layer 2 maybe, and then press H. Make sure that layer is not visible. Otherwise, when you press Alt H, it's just gonna bring those bones back. Okay, so that should be good. The bones I don't need, go to a different layer. These bones you see, the shoulder bones, we are going to need these, so keep those. Okay, so next we're gonna go back to that pose. So I'm gonna delete this pose, fix delete. So now we're gonna start with the running pose and make sure this is not on. Next delete. Okay, so I'm gonna scrub to frame 20. So the way this works, you are going to need this bone right there. It's going to be the up pose first. I'm gonna bring the up pose, I'm gonna bring him up a little bit. The foot that's aiming for it is going to come back, and Alt R, make sure. And also I'm gonna turn off local for this, I want to be on global. So I can get a little bit more of a... Okay, that's gonna come forward a little bit. and this is not in the right place. And why is this? It's actually supposed to aim forward. Well, anyway. And then we just go to the side. There you go. This hand will come back, and I'll go down a little bit. This hand's gonna come forward. It's gonna rotate. So frame 40 is going to be this pose reversed. So Control C on this pose, Control C on the timeline, and scrub to frame 40. Control Shift and V. So V for vector. So now you got something like this going on. Okay, so we got a mirror pose for the first frames. So just to get it a little bit more of a, well, give it a little bit more of a, you know, how should I call this? You want the foot to come down just before it touches the ground. Maybe too slow. There we go. Okay. So now we got the mirror pose. We have to do something about this. Okay, remember, now this is where we're gonna be messing around with this pose a little bit before we continue. Remember, when this goes forward, these actually move in that same direction. So when I hit Alt R and Alt G on this, this is, well, not that one, this one. Alt R, Alt G, you will see it looks pretty bleak. So when this arm goes forward, there we go, why? You can see it will go something like this. And let me just hide these. And just to get a little bit more control over this, you can move this down if you wanted to, so you don't get too much of a, you know, too much weirdness going on. Okay, so I'm gonna hit A and I'm gonna hit I to insert. I'm gonna copy this frame again, Control C, scrub to frame 20 with the crossover is. This side, and then Control Shift V. Okay, cool. Actually, you know what? I actually had that right the first time, so why not just yeah, just keep it like that. I had it right the first time. And also, when this leg is forward, your hip sway should also work as it is. So I'm just gonna press Alt R, Alt G. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So with the hip sway, I'm gonna press Alt Z, and you can see we're gonna move it that way. So we want most of the weight to be aimed at this leg right here. So it's supposed to go this way. There we go. Actually on the Y. I don't know why I said Z. Then I'm gonna go on the Z. And the hips way should go this way. So we got most of the weight on this leg, but the hips are going to be rotating in the in a different direction. Okay, cool. So again, I had that right the first time. Shift D. Well, not Shift D. Control C. Control Shift V. Okay. So now we got the rest of this going on. We got something like this now. But now it's gonna look like a weird walking animation, because this leg is not up high enough for one. Why is it still going on the local? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so now take everything, press I to insert on, well, insert on all of these. What did I say? Insert. Okay, now we got everything we need. So take this frame first, Control C, scrub this frame. That would be on 60. Control Shift V, go to this frame. Well, actually you can just duplicate this frame, Shift D. Let's go to frame 80 and then Control C and Control Shift V and just move it back a little bit. Okay, I have one more I don't need. Why did I do that? X delete keyframes. What the hell happened there? Ah, I didn't mirror it. Ah, my bad. I didn't even do the next up pose. My bad. So I'm gonna go to the up pose. Control C, scrub to frame 60, Control Shift V. Just get rid of those. So there's the up pose. Now we go forward with the running. I'm gonna just copy this part right here, Control C, and pop it in right there. Control Shift V. Now we got a run cycle, but we don't have the Control C, Control Shift V. What all is happening there? This one. Oh, Control V. It was supposed to be on this one. And I'm just gonna go to my timeline and stop this at frame 80 just to see. It seems a little too slow for me, so I'm gonna hit A on my keyboard, A twice, as you can see. Just select everything, and I'm gonna bring this down to frame 60. So I'm gonna press S on my keyboard and just scale this down and bring this down to frame 60. It looks like it's actually just at something when just walking at it. Okay. Now we need to bring everything up. I'm actually gonna have a look at this just to make sure I got this right. I can get rid of these two frames, X delete, and just duplicate these, Shift D, and bring it back. Set this one there and this one there. Okay, something's not right. That one's high. Let's try something else. Maybe it works. I don't know why, but it looks so weird. I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Just until I can figure out why it's goes up higher on this, and on this, just like it. Looks pretty good. Not there yet, but it looks pretty good. So I think when he goes this way, I think his blades are gonna, well, make him do this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is that end button? There it is. It's a little too far. It just stays in one place. Okay, so here's another problem. Sometimes the pull targets fuck around a little bit. You can see right there when I pause it, you can see there's something wrong with the arm. And it might be because of this. We just rotated incorrectly. And also, the pull target is not where it's supposed to be. Pull target is supposed to come back, excuse me, so that the arm will always aim the right direction. As you can see, this also does not look correct. So I'm gonna have to do this manually. Give it a little bit of a variety as well, so. Okay, so here's the second part. We're gonna do the kilt next. So when he comes back, this is supposed to rotate downwards. Well, not all of it. Where's the next one? This one. That goes up with the leg. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna unfortunately maybe have to fix everything again, but Control C and scrub to this frame. Control Shift V. And everything should now work. And looks good. Cool. So obviously I'm not running at the full frames I'm supposed to, so let's test this out in the game engine. Because remember, I'm running shaded. In the game engine it should run a little smoother. Control tab. Oh, not Control tab. Alt tab. Let's see. No, what am I doing? Alt H. Select the armature and go to the Logic Brick Editor, add a keyboard. I'm just gonna go keyboard and hit W and Shift. So that's gonna be the run animation. Kratos run, or just run. So that's gonna be action and just search for run. And that was 60 frames. And start at 1. And loop end, and then just remember to always save your work and press B. That still looks a little too slow, so I think this has to go down too. And I don't know why these don't follow along. For some reason they don't want to follow along anymore. What's going on with these bitches? Okay, maybe it's the empties that's messing around, but did I give it a parent or did I give it a child of constraints? I gave it a child of constraint, which was incorrect. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna reparent those in a minute. Let me just go to my timeline. Look at this. Control tab. And then make sure you got everything. What the hell is this one for? Let's go down to that frame real quickly. There's another crossover frame. Don't need it. Okay, so let's bring this down to maybe, I don't know, 50 frames. Hit A on your keyboard and bring this down to 50. Just like that. Control tab. Just to make this easier on us, I'm just gonna have to split the areas. Oh, why won't it allow me to split? I'll try and from this side. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn this into the timeline now, and I'm gonna turn this into my logic editor. Logic brick editor. Now this, I said 50 frames, I'm gonna go to 50 frames and let's see, play. Still looks like it's going a little too slow. So now I'm gonna try 30 frames. Now it's got a little bit of a pause, as you can see. It actually has a slight pause to it. Let's try and do this, see what happens. Yeah, it looks better. But I think 30 frames is a little, so I'm gonna try and bring it up to 35. So, like I said, most of the stuff is trial and error. It looks a little better. Looks a bit funky, but okay. I'm gonna stick with this. If you wanna do a little better job than me, go for it. I'm just gonna go to this frame real quickly. Control tab, Alt R, Alt G, and get the blades back into place. Control tab, Alt G, Alt R. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete these two. X delete. Because this one is already basically in place, I'm just gonna duplicate it and mirror it to the other side. Shift D, Control M, move it to the other side. Okay. So now we're gonna have parents on this. Instead of child of constraints, we're gonna have parents. I'm just trying to see if it actually went in properly. It looks like it. So there we go. This is gonna get a parent to this. So Control Tab, select this, stick this, empty, and then select this, Control Tab, and Control P, and bone. So now when I go into edit, well, my bone mode, that will follow along. Pose mode, what am I talking about? Do the same for this side. Select this one, Control P, bone, Control Tab, and there you go. I'm going to delete this frame, and now it should move accordingly, and also in the game it should follow along, as you can see. Okay, but we're not done yet with the tutorial. So we're gonna go to our dope sheet again. I'm just gonna join these areas up quickly. Join areas. Now this we got here. I'm gonna have to push down on these animations. So Control Tab. Go to your dope sheet. Make sure it's on Action Editor. You got to run. I'm gonna run Kratos, just like that. I'm gonna hit all of the keyframes just because I can. Then I'm gonna hit push down. Okay. I'm gonna hit A on my keyboard. Now this is where it's gonna get fun. Remember we had these poses stashed away. So we got T-pose, relax pose, battle ready, stance relaxed, T-pose, well, toss pose. But we are actually looking for the, where was it? Was the battle ready? No. Where's the ready weapons? Okay, this is not good. Okay, so I made a mistake somewhere, or this just fucked up somehow, but this was actually on a different pose. Oh, somehow. This was actually getting your weapons. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to rename this. Okay, I'm gonna set this to local. Then I'm gonna press G and Z. So it brings it out. Alt R. Okay, that's not correct. Okay, remember what I'm doing here is I'm getting him a pose that says, okay, his hands are coming in to grab the blades. The blades aren't supposed to be in his hands right now. Remember, these are supposed to be hidden. So just to make this easier for you guys, I'm gonna press H on my keyboard to hide those. I'm gonna bring, actually just do this, Alt H. So I'm gonna do an animation for this. So when these are in his hands right here, I want them to be invisible. So to do that, I'm gonna go to my, where was it? Oh, physics tab. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to do this for both of these. I'm in the physics tab, aren't I? Oh, game physics. For one, these are supposed to be no collision. Actually, yeah, let's give it static collision. Doesn't really matter. Or we can make it a sensor as well, which actually makes it a little better, but for now I'm just gonna keep it as that. So when it's in his hands, I'm gonna go invisible. Press I on your keyboard. You can see it makes a keyframe right there. Do the same for this one, invisible. And then I'm just gonna press H on these. So he grabs them. Exactly when he grabs them, they're gonna be visible and the other ones are going to be invisible. So just right there. So on frame 15. So just before frame 15, on frame 14, we're gonna do this. Set this to visible. So I'm just gonna do Alt H. As you can see, for this one, I'm also going to do the visibility on this. And these are gonna go invisible. So invisible, and here it's going to be visible. So we're gonna have to make sure these don't actually just go invisible as it goes. You can see, yeah. Now it's gonna go invisible immediately. So right here is going to be visible, and here is going to be invisible. So what's gonna happen now when you play this animation, he's gonna go ahead, he's gonna grab those, these are gonna go invisible, and we can actually do that in the viewport as well if you wanted to. So the way we do that is select the first one and just go to your viewport and look for that armature. Make sure where this is, it says on collection, and we got the armature, so we can actually make these visible and invisible as well on the viewport, but that's not the one we're looking for right now. It's supposed to be on the armature. Empty, and the plane. So as you can see, that one is going to go invisible right now, but it's not animating. I'm going to press I on my keyboard by the, well, it's not. Hide and viewport display cannot be animated. Okay, my bad. I thought it could be animated. I thought I had animate all on, but you get the basic idea of what's going on here. So he's going to go ahead, he's going to grab, and he's going to pull out his normal weapons. So what happens, these are not visible in the game, so if I play, you will see they're not going to be visible. But when I give it an animation, so I'm just going to call this, okay, grab weapons. So I'm going to need more than one animation for all of these. So I'm going to go to my logic editor and I'm going to go add, let's say, a keyboard. And let's say I'm gonna use I to grab the weapons, or maybe just Q, quicker to get to. But remember, this is gonna go as an animation in the game, so this is just for testing purposes to see if everything works correctly. So I'm gonna hit play and I'm gonna look for grab weapons. Okay, so we've got grab weapons there, and I'm just gonna hit play. It should go visible in a moment. If it doesn't, I didn't put the time in. So this is 14, I'm gonna go 15 frames. Remember, I'm only looking at the weapons, not the animation on the character. And it's still not working. Let's first animate this. Just rename that. Oh. Now that's gonna go ahead all the way to frame 45. 0 to 45. Not loop end, just play. So let's test that out first. I have the walk going, but the other animation will not play at all because I did not set this in queue. Why isn't it playing? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what, I'm just gonna get rid of these and try another keyboard sensor on this. See what happens there. He goes it and he pulls it out. But now the ones on the back are invisible and those in his hands are visible, which is not supposed to happen. So these are already invisible in the viewport, well, in the game itself, which we actually want reversed now. Okay, so let's get it and just go to this frame. You should see now. Those are visible and the ones in the hands are invisible. So pressing the Q button should actually now, well, actually make these invisible and make those visible. So I'm gonna go and give it a keyboard Q and an action and grab weapons. And 45. Supposed to make them invisible. Why is it not working? This might be material action. So I'm just gonna go to my non-linear animation real quickly and see what's going on. there. There we go. Okay, Kratos walks there. We don't want these. We don't want that. We don't want the empty. I think it might be the plane. What is this? Plane 006, 002. Whenever I select it, doesn't it show? Oh, plane 002. Okay, that was my bad. For some reason it doesn't go invisible like it's supposed to. Okay, so I might have a little bit of a problem with the So when I do this, it's gonna go invisible immediately, which is not good. But I think if I do it like this, and I give it actually like a state, there's always a way around these type of things. So I'm gonna set this state 2. So I'm gonna make use of the state engine, and then I'm gonna have a delay. Just like this. Pick that up, and the delay is going to be the same frames we have on the almost. I think we got it. Okay, just to test it again, I'm gonna set this to state 1 and do the visibility. On this one, we're gonna have to get rid of these, but now give it a little bit of a delay and visibility and state, because I want to test these out as I go. Actually does look good. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do exactly the same with these. So instead of that, I'm gonna have to do exactly the same as I did with the other two. So I'm gonna use a state engine for this. So I'm gonna select all of these and then this one last. Then I'm gonna go object, game, and copy logic bricks. So now all of these should work on that engine. So now everything is going to be visible. Oh. Okay, so we don't want them to be visible in the hands. So now I'm gonna play with both of these. So go to state 1 and the keyboard is right. Go to state 2, yeah, it's good. This would be visible instead of invisible. And there should, maybe this should be invisible. State 3, invisible. Yeah, state 3 is invisible. State 3 will be visible again. Okay, for this I'm gonna get rid of state 3. Because I already have the visibility going on. So as you can see, now I'm gonna check the timing on this, which is very important. Okay, I'm gonna copy this to the other side, but bringing the delay down maybe about 21 or 20. Okay, select this one, then select this one, object, game, copy, logic, bricks, and hit play. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. Can you believe it? No, I did not. See what happens there? Actually looks like he's grabbing his weapons. Now again, these also state 3. I don't want that anymore because I'm fine with what's going on. So just get rid of state 3 and let's test it one last time. Okay, so the animation isn't as smooth as it's supposed to be, but we got something going on. We got something going on, and we can't keep going with the same animation over and over and over and over because this is only a tutorial. So I'm not gonna do everything perfect. Okay, what's next? We're gonna need an idle animation for this. So when he grabs his weapons, he's going to go ahead and just idle. So control tab and go to your dope sheet, push down on this animation, feel it's a little too fast. I think it's good. I'm just gonna push down on that. So push down, Come on, action editor. Dope shit, you mother... Dude, seriously, I hate this. You try to press something and it always pops up a bar somewhere in there. Okay, so... Unfortunately, I can't go there anymore, but... I'm gonna press I and go all the way to frame 50 and press I. And then I'm gonna bring this down. GZ. Well, actually, this one. Might be too low. And a little too fast as well.
Oh, that's just weird.
So weird. Now this is way too fast, but let's try 100 frames. Control tab, no, Alt H, Control tab. Alt A. Go too fast. Try 160 frames. That's a lot better. Remember, I'm in camera view right now. So now we got an idle animation, but the head does not look like it's aiming the right direction. Alt H, Control tab. Yeah, that looks good. So that stands battle ready. So basically this is just your battle ready animation ready to go. I mean seriously, from here you can basically do anything. The walking animation, transitioning to the running animation, maybe doing the fighting poses as well, so you can transition from anything from this pose. As long as you got your first idle animation, this will be the first animation to play in your game. Always idle pose. And don't worry about the fingers, I just made a boo-boo. But you see the general idea. So in the next video, after I've messed around with a couple of the animations, you know, putting them together, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do with this. And then I'm going to give you a tutorial on how you can do it with this and how you can implement it into your own game. So let's say you want to have spears from this, you can have spears, you can have them throw spears, you can maybe have a samurai sword, you got like a ninja game you're looking at. I mean, RPGs are my most favorite games to play, I mean seriously, because you don't really have a lot of control over the, well, most of them you don't have a lot of control over the camera, especially with God of War. I mean seriously, you're gonna have a lot of angles you're gonna be fighting from. When he does a grab, it goes all the way up to his face and you can see him actually ripping the motherfucker apart. Yeah, you see what I mean? I mean, let's face it, you don't really need one camera. You can use like 60 different cameras and still make your game look awesome. So again, I'm gonna say thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Leave a comment down below what you want to learn. Please leave a comment. I will comment on your comment, obviously, and then maybe just give it a heart. Who doesn't want a heart on his comment? Come on, man. But anyway, yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll always be in the loop for when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna get Kratos to kick your ass. He will rip you apart. I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not. Yes, I am. Cheers, guys.